guys, my name is Kim Stevens, and I am going live to you from the Damsel Empowerment Bash. Are you ready for this? So, my name is Kim, as I said, and I am a firearm instructor. I've been teaching for about 7 years. About 4 years ago, I was teaching a class and I had a student ask me if I've ever heard of damsel in defense, and I hadn't. So I went home, I Googled it, I totally jumped in, hit the ground running, because safety is what women need. We don't even realize, you guys talked about earlier, we learned about the 3 places that are most dangerous places for women. Public restrooms, parking lots, and garage parking structures. So those are the 3 most dangerous places for women. Those are the most likely place to get assaulted. So statistics show that a woman who begs and begs not to be assaulted, about, is it 15% of the time that works? Did you know if a woman has a weapon, whether it's a knife, a firearm, a Kubotan, a stun gun, a pepper spray, that drops to 1% of the time. Why? Because bad guys want an easy target, right? So if we have our head in our phone, if we are totally distracted, we're sitting in our car after we've got done shopping, we're making ourselves an easy target, and we do not want to be an easy target, right, ladies? So the striking tool that I am sharing with you today is called the Socket Slim, and it is, I call it my old lady keychain finder, because I can find my keys every time because this is on them, right? I'm also going to be sharing the breakaway keychain that we have, and I'll explain what that is a little bit later. But right now I want to share with you a situation that happened to me when I was at the grocery store. Because that's what I do, right? I buy food for my family, I take care of them, I make sure they're taken care of, and guess what? I want to make sure that I go home to them at night. So, I am walking out to my car, got my hood up, my grocery cart here, and I am putting my groceries in. Out of the corner of my eye, I see this guy approaching me, and I tell him, you need to step back. And he was like, whoa, man, I'm not going to hurt you. And I looked at him and said, you're right. I'm not going to give you money. You need to move on. So I am not being rude. I am not sacrificing my personal safety for his comfort. I don't care that he wants money from me or needs money. He made me feel unsafe. So, Kubotan in hand, I'm not an easy target. I have a tool. He saw me. He moved on. I keep my Kubotan right here. We all have that little cargo net space in the back of our car, right? I don't know about you, but I don't use the cargo net in the back of my car. So I have actually hooked the breakaway onto this part of my cargo net, and it's there to stay. So the breakaway allows you to pull it apart and use it in an instant. My kids know that this is back here, so that if they need to grab it because I'm over here, that it is there to keep them safe too. So let's look at how to use the striking tool. All right. So there are a few pressure points that you want to use on a person to get them to comply. So we call this a pain compliance tool because you cause them pain and they comply, right? I have my Kubotan. Let's say there's a gentleman coming towards me, and he's going to go ahead and he's going to grab my arm. Okay? I can take the Kubotan and dig it right here into his neck because that's going to hurt him, right? I can also, because he's tall and I'm short, I have short arms, you want to bring the fight down to your level. So right here is a perfect spot to get him to comply. Earlier, I tried it here on his hips because that's where I read to do another one, and I could not get him to comply. So, remember in high school when we knock each other's knees out? Well, guess what? it does not take much to knock his knee out with this little puppy. So, pain compliance tool. Thank you, my kind mugger. 21 feet. That's how far away you should be paying attention to someone, right? The 21-foot rule says it takes 1.5 seconds for someone to get to you. So if I have my back and he comes up behind me, guess what I got? I got my pain compliance tool. I'm going to cause him pain and he is going to comply. And I'm going to break away. So you don't want to be an easy target. That's all it comes down to, is keeping yourself safe and not being an easy target. So the last thing I want to share with you guys is my myth buster. We've all heard car keys between the fingers, right? I was taught this as a teenager. When I worked retail, I can remember walking out to my car, 10 o'clock at night, mall parking lot, 19-year-old girl thinking, I gotta go to my car. And then back then we had to put it in the lock and turn it, right? So between my fingers, it's wiggly, it's not stable, and guess what? I got this watermelon, so I can show you guys what it does. So I'm gonna come a little closer. Okay, how close should I get? Am I good? All right. So with the car keys, if I were to hit somebody, do you see that? Little scratch marks, right? Watch this. I'm gonna use the same force that I just used, and we had a bet that I would cut my fingers. I didn't, because I have before. Kubotan, same force as what I used with the car keys. Yeah. It made a hole, and it also split the side open just from the pressure. So this pain compliance tool, force multiplier, is a great little handy tool to keep in your car, on your keychain, in your house, in your kitchen drawer, just wherever it is that you need to stage some protection. Sock it to me, my favorite little striking tool. I hope you guys learned a lot, and yeah, stay safe and sassy and enjoy the rest of the